said a month on the sock to watch member. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my God. We've got some shit to discuss this morning. I was just told by my wonderful mod that George has started a channel. Cooch did. Hi, Miss Sweet Tooth. Good morning. I'm waiting for her to drop George's link. I understand that George has started a beehive, and I will drop that link as soon as you find it so I can sub up. Oh my God. Good morning, cows. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Oh my God. Cooch. Oh Lord, the sock account to watch my members only. Ah. Hi, Missy. So the name of his channel is the Beehive. Is that the name? Is that what? Oh, this is funny. Oh my God. George has started a new channel called the Beehive. You go, George. Oh my God. Soon as you find the link, please drop it in the chat. So, oh my God. Good morning, Jennifer Positivity, Chantel. Good morning. Good morning. Guys, there is so much shit right now. Damn, I subbed last night and can't find the link. Hold on. Tina, you should have sent me the link in to my phone. But go ahead, find it. It's dropping in the chat, please, so we can subscribe to the Beehive. Hi, Wendy Wool. Patty Scarface. Good morning. Good morning. I am dying. This shit is funny. The Beehive. Okay. Jesus Christ. So, first off the bat, we're going to discuss Allie Carter. Okay. But not right now. But I think Allie, while some of the stuff she says, I do believe, but Allie is kind of like another Jaguar, right? And but I'm gonna leave you to decide that. And she reminds me a little bit of the woman from the underground, who's being pursued by this manufacturing company. Uh, Hi, avoiding contact. Hi, avoiding eye contact. I hope you had a great birthday. Brown-eyed girl. Good morning. So, but the ex-governor of New York, I don't know if you guys know this, but he was attacked. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So let's get into this. And then I want to talk about that TikToker that found the rug buried in her backyard. She went viral. The cops came out. They left. Next morning, they came back. About 3 hours into it, they came back with an excavating machine. And they said that they were finding remains or remnants. They didn't say what they were, whether it was a dog, a human. But why would you bury a dog in a rug? I don't know. Don't know. Why would you bury a dog in the rug? Don't know. Good morning, Snuggle Bunny. Snuggle, I have not forgot about your story. I had it written down, and Harmony sent me one too. And I did start researching, so I'm definitely going to cover those as well. Just let you know, I haven't forgotten. So let's look at the ex-governor of New York, David Paterson, who was attacked on the streets, him and his stepson. And they're now in the hospital. I don't say much. How are you? Okay, let's do this.
Police are searching for several suspects who they say assaulted former New York Governor David Paterson and his son.
Our John Diaz is live from where this happened on the Upper East Side with more details this morning for us. John?
Yeah, well, Doug and Elaine, authorities are calling this a gang assault. They tell us that at this moment, the former governor David Paterson and his stepson, they are still in the hospital, recovering in the hospital this morning, listed in stable condition. Now, we want to get you, though, right here to these photos as well as this video of police tell us that they're searching for these people, one woman with purple braids and 4 men, all believed to be in their late teens or early 20s. According to the NYPD, they're wanted for attacking former Governor David Paterson and his 20-year-old stepson when the two were walking on 2nd Avenue by East 97th Street around 9 o'clock Friday night. Police telling us they got into a verbal dispute with this 70-year-old former governor and his son prior to the attack, which led to both head and body injuries. But it's still exactly unclear as to what the fight was all about. A spokesperson for the governor saying his stepson, though, did have a previous interaction with this group. Now, those who live in the area are surprised it happened at 9 at night when many people are still walking around.
Normally, I feel very safe at that time, so I'm surprised that it would happen. Yeah,
it's a cold world in the jungle that we living in nowadays. I just pray that he's all right, and we got to do better.
Now, the spokesperson for the governor telling us the attack happened around the block from Paterson's home, which is where he and his stepson were heading back to after going for a walk. Now, we're told that, again, these two, they're still listed in stable condition at the hospital, but they're still in the hospital for precautionary reasons. For now, though, we are live this morning from the Upper East Side. John Diaz, CBS News, New York.
All right, John, thanks very much.
This shit is crazy.
A chilling call to 911.
Hold on, let me just stop this.
Caller
anyway,
had called and said that they had stabbed.
I just said stop this. Okay, so 70-year-old man attacked on a street in New York, the ex-governor. What the hell? So let's talk about this. But first of all, I should have did this before I started. When I started. I want to apologize to Georgie because I snapped in her chat yesterday. I go in the chat, I say hi, and the fact that I have a wrench, and just so William knows, William, every time you go into a chat, now I don't know if you changed your account, but yes, I see you, but I ignore you and then I leave. Yesterday, I went in the chat, and I guess there was arguing going on back and forth. So I came in and say hi, and I saw him and I said, I'm gonna say hi, and but I'm, and I gotta go. So I was reading the comments to see what had happened, and then William came back in the chat and he says, even with Heidi in the chat, I didn't get blocked. And first of all, do not put my name in your diseased mouth. I don't fuck with you. I don't acknowledge you. When you're in a chat, I fucking leave. I should have left instead of reading the comments, but then when you go back to Georgie's, sometimes she puts them on private, or she put them, her lives don't stay there. But the fact that you mentioned my name made me sick to my stomach. Don't do it. Hi, Savage, sweetie. So again, I did. I told him to F him and keep my name out of his diseased mouth. He had no reason to bring up my name. He was in the chat when I went on Maria's panel. I saw him then. But I wanted to try to talk to her. Okay. He is blocked on my end now. Last night, Apple, I don't know what happened last night. I was trying to read the comments to see what happened. And I had no idea what happened, but I know somebody said in the chat, please, this is Georgie's channel and we come here to have fun. If he's going to go in there and disrupt her channel all the time, or whatever he was on yesterday, he should have just left. He should have left. Everybody wants to give this man chance after chance after chance. I don't understand why. He was just starting shit. Where is George's channel? Have you dropped it? Hi, Paul. You too, sweetie. He was drunk, telling people he was drunk. Okay, he's always drunk. He's always drunk. That's nothing new. But he's supposed to be such good friends with Georgie. Why would you do that? You already know people don't like you. People don't want anything to do with you. Well, anybody that has, anyway. Wait a minute. What did Kel say? So, yeah. So, anyway. Okay. Anyway, we'll find George. If you're out there, please come in and let us know. It's called the Beehive, right? I kind of saw that. I thought he was making a joke on IG. I really did. I thought it was a joke. So what did Denver say? Hold on. Some people, when they drink, become mean. He's always drunk. It's not when. It's always. Always. Anyway, I was talking, not talking. Savage and I were texting back and forth yesterday. Savage sent me a link to Allie. Well, I know she was talking about Allie's video she did. And I told her I was working on it because I was actually doing a deep dive on Allie. I know she's did a lot of videos telling people they were junkies. I hate that word. Sorry, I didn't know the word to use. He then was blocking people. I said to Georgie to talk to him. People have had enough. He said, oh my God. Hi, E11. He says disgusting things. And why would you want to have that in your chat when people are telling you this man has not changed? Not my chat, not my monkey, not my circus. But I don't need him putting my name in his mouth. Did he get rid of the channel? Okay, anyway, so we were talking about Allie. And guys, Allie making me nervous right now. Now, while some of her stories have a ring of truth, some of this other shit she's been saying, like she was sold to the Russians, but yet they've been on the run. I'm going to show you some clips and excerpts about Allie, but I wanted to talk about R. Kelly's ex-wife, Drea Kelly. Drea has written a book, or writing a book, and the book is going to be called Under the Red Carpet. Now, Drea, first of all, no one fucking knew you were even married to R. Kelly because he was hiding your ass while he was fucking around toot, beat all over the damn playgrounds, okay? And keeping shit on the down low. Now, I don't know if he was keeping you on the down low or the men he was sleeping with or the other, or the young kids, allegedly. That's been proven that he was sleeping with. But nobody knew your ass existed. Okay? Nobody. Then you got your daughter trying to come out and say that her father touched her inappropriately. Really? I thought you were upset because you said your daddy wasn't giving y'all any money and he wasn't taking care of y'all. So now everybody's jumping on that bandwagon that she was touched inappropriately. Mama writing a book. Mama came out and said that she was having this years-long affair. Can't remember his name. And you know, all this other bullshit. That man came right out and said, this was like last month. I can remember the rappers. He said they've been really good friends. There's never been anything romantic between them. Oops. Did he just slap your face silly? Did he? You're sitting there talking about happy anniversary. That man said y'all have never been, you've been good friends, and that's it. She says that her book is going to set a lot of people free. That's what Andrea Kelly said. It's going to set people free. But her book is built around R. Kelly and Diddy. Good morning, Maria. Good morning. So now you're writing a book. Let's see. You went on the show, Ex-Wives. Then you went on Love and Hip Hop. What was the name of the show? Was it Love and Hip Hop? You all over the place. Now, she was a backup dancer for R. Kelly. Then they got secretly married. Nobody knew they were married. They got 3 daughters together. And she filed for divorce when all of this shit was going on with him going back and forth to court, because she was still hanging on, even though they weren't together. And he had them 2 other women living with him, Jocelyn and whatever else, Jacqueline, whatever her name was. So now you want to write a book, but I swore you signed an NDA. Have a great day, Apple. I swore she signed an NDA. I swore she did, just like Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes signed an NDA. Now you want to write a book. Drea, nobody wants to read your book, but now she has a doctorate degree, and she's calling herself Dr. Drea Kelly. Really? Girl, sit your ass down. Nobody cares. I don't care about that anymore. I just don't care. Don't care. These people, when your husband, as you said, treated you like a dog, giving you scraps, hiding you when people were coming over to the house. But yet you're tagging your ex-husband and all this shit. I got him in prison. He in there having concerts and shit, singing. You know, I believe I can fly, but he didn't fly to them boys. I'm just like, that's a waste of talent right there. But the man can sing. At this point, everybody is guilty one way or the other. So anyway, Drea Kelly, also Amazon has pulled that supposedly book. Kim Porter's memoirs have been pulled, but they're not asking for people to return the book. Everywhere on TikTok, they're reading all this, the excerpts and shit from this book. And if you ever heard Kim Porter speak, if you ever listen to any of her interviews, you know that's not her writing. Some people write the way they speak. That is not Kim. Most people do. That is not Kim Porter. I was listening to an excerpt on TikTok. I'm like, she didn't write that shit. And now the kids. I said, but Amazon has officially pulled the book. Let's not, but they're asking for people to return well, they're not asking, but if you do return the book, they will give you your money back. It's too late. That book's out there. Too late. Too late. So that's not her book. So let's look at Alley Cat. I want to look at Alley Cat. So guys, I'm not being rude, but you're going to understand when I play these for you, okay? So I went trying to find all of her old interviews and everything else. So where do I go? Oh yeah, I forgot. Drea Kelly also said that people hate when Black women tell their truth. Girl, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Just shut up. So let's go here. Okay. We're going to do this one that I really want y'all to see. Are we ready? Let's make
up anymore.
this one bigger.
You made claims about Barack Obama and Joe Biden that shocked the world. How did it get there? Take us through your story.
Well, you know, I as young as I remember, I've been trafficked through many elite places. I went from the Buckingham Palace to under the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, still under the custody of Child Protective Services, the child welfare system. It went from trap houses in your everyday neighborhood of Moreno Valley, California, and Los Angeles County, strip clubs, and into Hollywood elite parties. There was never a time of peace in my life. And I remember very clearly since 4 years old, there was never a time of peace in my life. It's been ongoing.
Who started all of this? I mean, your mother originally. And then
Yes.
Who carried on? How did you end up in Buckingham Palace?
First of all,
underneath
hold on,
the
let me
Getty
stop
Museum?
this. She said she was in foster care, right? Now, I do believe that she was in foster care for a moment in time. But you've got your mother that you say has always been with you. And this girl is claiming that Biden, Obama hired her. That's not all. We're going to wait till you hear how she was sold to the Russians. Oh, is that? Oh, I thought it was Savage. Are you going live? So let's
and alongside some of these household names that I just mentioned.
When I was a child, there was many things that went on in the home. I tried to talk. I tried to let people know. Child Protective Services were called constantly since I was 3 months old. By the time I turned 13, I had enough of being raped and beaten and tortured behind rocks on La Salle in Moreno Valley, California. I had enough of.
Now remember, I don't know if you remember Erykah Badu's song, I was born on the underwater with 3 dimes and 16 cents. That's when she got that shit, when she was underwater screaming. Okay, let's go.
Going through dealing with my mother's boyfriends. She was nothing of a mother, but I had enough of dealing with them at 4 o'clock in the morning. I had enough of being the favorite out of the girls. And I couldn't take anymore, so I tried to kill myself.
So how old was she when she tried to kill herself? Now, this is a young Jaguar right to me. And then she's another underground railroad too, okay? She's another underground. But girl, you got to stick to one story.
When I turned 13, CPS came into the picture. I was put into mental hospitals. And then finally, I was put into foster care. I thought things would be over from there. I thought it would be fine. And then after all of that, I started thinking that I was talking to someone online, but everybody knew me before I knew them. I was trafficked by a pimp who claimed to be 27 years old, and he was not. I found many passports, many different birth dates for him in his wallet. And when I told CPS this, they put him down as a 27-year-old boyfriend, and he was a 27-year-old.
So you told CPS your pimp was not 27, and they put him down as your 13, and they put him down as your 27-year-old boyfriend. Okay.
Trafficker that was going in and out of my homes, paying off my foster parents, and taking me to Hollywood elite parties over and out of the country, which is, you would think, would be where the FBI would have stepped in. I was letting my social workers know, and they told me to stay quiet. They told me that if I told anybody else, that I would be shipped off to Arizona and no one would ever find me again. So, you know, at one point, you learn that you have to deal with what you have to deal with when the people in authority are not there to help you. And everybody is so worried about the elite, and we could give those names of Barack Obama, Joe Biden. We know about Michelle Obama, that's a man. We know about
Michelle Obama is a man. Michelle Obama is a man that has 2 kids. One daughter looks just like her. The other daughter looks like Barack. She's a man. Okay.
Too Short. We know about Akon and Steven Tyler, and we can give those names all day. And everybody is so worried about that. But what you should be worried about is the people that are in between, the people that go as low as your grave diggers. I was trafficked to people within my schools. I was trafficked in underground tunnels that link under your schools, through your cemeteries, under your amusement parks, through Universal Studios, and into Hollywood elite homes, all over the place, all over the world. And people don't understand that, and they can't fathom that, and they can't put that together. But if you think about the things that have come out lately, and there's 200 children missing, and there's 300 children missing, what Amber Alert did you receive? How many times do you receive an Amber Alert every year? And if you think about that, how many children are coming up in your face that have been tortured and abused like this? It exists and it's real, and people don't want to face it. It happens in your schools every day, as your grave diggers, your trash men. Everybody is involved, but everybody is looking at the top, and that's just a small percentage, and you really need to look at the people in between.
So the names that you just mentioned, Barack Obama, Steven Tyler, Joe Biden, Michelle Obama, have you had personal sexual experiences with these people?
Yes.
These people participated in sex abuse firsthand with you.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell that story? Because that's important for people to understand and to know. And to this point, I don't think a national platform has given you the opportunity to say those things.
Please tell us.
No, because everybody is complicit. Everybody is complicit.
Everybody. I believe that.
It's covered up by your local FBI. It is covered up by your local police department. It is underground tunnels. There's a whole world. It's a different way of life. There's every source of transportation. When I met Joe Biden, I was rushed through many celebrities. Half of them I did not know. It didn't faze me to see them. It didn't. Some of them were actually very conceited and cocky that I didn't know who they were.
Wait a minute.
Underground.
JG. Hey, sweetie. Hi, JG. I was just talking about you a month ago. Hello.
Under the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, there are many tunnels. Again, there's a way of transportation. There's every single way of transportation under the ground.
I know you are, sweetie.
I was sold to Joe Biden.
Yes, I do, Bambi. That's why I put it up here.
Multiple times.
I do.
sometimes people don't talk about it, because when you don't talk about it, it makes it.
Now we know she's got issues, okay? We know some things have happened to her, but wait till I play the other one, because she was sold to the Russians too.
Okay. When you don't talk about it, it makes you bury it. When you don't talk about it, it's easier, and it kills that part of you. I was sold for blowjobs. I was sold for sex. There is many people who trade to eat, beat, and rape children under the ground.
Yeah, that's her, Pam.
I have many friends that I've lost, and I have many people that I've met that didn't make it, that refer to me as a traitor.
And that's because they're still dealing with this right now to this day.
Yes, there are millions just like me. There are millions worse off than me. There are millions that people cut off their limbs so they don't fight them back when they rape them. There are millions that they take pleasure in draining their blood and using it as a source of a fountain of youth. People have many sick fetishes, and the Hollywood elite, we sign their paychecks. We sign all of their paychecks every single day. This when you stream their music, when you buy something from their brands, we sign their paychecks. And these are the people that have put something in your face and made you want to believe that you are the ones that are responsible to make them look the way they look. Their image is not what you think it is. They're sick, evil people.
This is something that has only recently become accepted by a large amount of people. Until now, a lot of people would look at you, Allie Carter, and say, you're crazy. And is that what these people at CPS held over your head and said?
Okay, we're not saying she's okay. Let me just say this. I said it a few minutes ago. Something has happened to her. I do believe that. But now you're getting into adding all these people's names, and you don't show the proof. Good morning, allegedly. This is my issue. You're putting all of this out. She's everywhere. And I started digging up all of these old videos, and I'm like, wait the fuck a minute here.
You're going to go to Arizona.
Jeff,
you keep
all
talking
right.
crazy
all
like
over.
this. We're very concerned about your mental health. Is the gaslighting something that they did to try to make you doubt your own experiences, your own personal knowledge of what it was that was going on, the horrific tragedy that you were experiencing? I mean, is that what they would do? Is that the tactics?
Everything she's saying.
Yes, I was taught pain is pleasure. I was taught that you are not spoken. You do not speak unless you're spoken to. I was taught that as a foster care kid, you have nothing but what's in your trash bag that you carry from home to home when you're evicted from foster home to foster home. I was in over 19 high schools in 1 year. I never stayed in a place longer than a month. I was never in a home. I was moved all around because nobody wanted to talk about it. Nobody wanted to do anything about it. The California Ombudsman was contacted. My foster mother, that is now my adopted mother, I'm adopted now. She went to everyone. She went to the police. She went to the California Ombudsman. She went to private investigators. She talked to judges, attorneys, lawyers. She went to everyone, and everyone shut her down. There was no help whatsoever, and she was made out to be the crazy one. I was made out to be the crazy one. I was a high-risk kid. I was moved from foster homes to level 14 lockdown group homes, and every single time something happened, every single time I came in with cracked ribs, with bruises, with bites, with rape kits beyond rape kits. No one did anything. I went from shelter to shelter, from CPS report to CPS report, and CPS is your cover-up. CPS is corrupt.
I believe that.
CPS buys and sells and trades children. That is their major facade. There are some good social workers out there, and there are some social workers that know that they cannot speak on things, they cannot do certain things, and they have to abide by certain rules, because if you don't, you will be abused too, just like there is in the Brotherhood Freemason Cops. There is a secret society in the Freemason Cops as well. We are not safe. We have been threatened, harassed, stalked, and hunted down because I mentioned that I was trafficked under the Getty Museum. I have so much evidence. I have so much
She's got evidence she was trafficked under the Getty Museum. Okay. I want to see this evidence. I want to see all of these reports. I want to see the evidence that you say and you keep saying you have. Put it out so we can see it, so people will believe what you're saying.
Information, but I don't know who to give it to, and I don't know who to honestly talk to, because there's nothing that has come of it. I don't know if Trump is going to do something, because that's the only reason why I do have something to believe in Trump, because he has given money to trafficking organizations, but 501c3s are cover-ups too. So what exactly?
Wait a minute. She believes in Trump, but he's given money to trafficking organizations. Is she saying that Trump is back in trafficking? Or is he giving money to agencies to help kids that were trafficked? What are you saying, Allie?
And where exactly is this money going? And is there any really help? Because there's not, while we're out here, there has been our gate have been, our house has been broken into, I'm sorry. Our animals have been killed. We have been away from our home for a year. We can't go back without police coming out and asking us where we have been. We have been stopped and pulled over in 8 states without a ticket, without a warning, and without any logical reason. They just want to know where our car is, what time that we'll be back, where are we parked, and how long will we be out, and how much money do we have. This is not normal, and everybody knows that something is wrong.
So when you say that Trump has given money to trafficking organizations, you mean organizations that fight trafficking?
Thank you.
Right?
Human trafficking.
I just want to make sure that I understand that. He's not participating in
Thank
funding
you.
human sex trafficking.
No, that's not what I believe, and no, that is not what I've ever heard. I believe that Trump has done something because he is the only president that has mentioned it, and Trump is the only person that I haven't seen.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Let me just. Trump is the only person she hasn't seen, and he's given money to these trafficking organizations to help these kids. Got you. Nobody else has. Got you.
To be honest with you.
So firsthand, these people were in a room with you and had
Thank you,
raped
Shyla.
you. I mean,
He
there's
was a
no other. I want to be
regular on
absolutely
Epstein Island.
100% candid. Barack Obama,
Yes.
Joe Biden, these people raped you. And you say that you have these mountains of evidence that nobody wants to look at. What evidence do you have?
We have police reports, we have rape kits, we have information, we have videos, we have so much. But again, there's so much that I can't put completely out there, and I have mountains of it.
Show me.
But I do understand that
I'm from Missouri.
when I was 16, I ran away from CPS. This is how I escaped. I was auctioned to Russia. I knew that if I went to Russia with this man, that I would not come back and I would die. So I ran away and I hid for a year. I did what I had to do, and I can't say exactly what I had to do because it would put some people in danger. But I'm here and I'm alive. And during this time, my pimp sent fake FBI to homes.
She also says she's Tupac's daughter. Okay? She's also Tupac's daughter. Oh my God, I can't.
To interrogate, to disrupt the neighborhood. But when the suspects that they thought were the ones that were guilty and called them back, they didn't want anything. They didn't want to talk. They just wanted to see exactly where I was. It didn't end from there. It hasn't ended at all. I'm 27 years old now, and it should be done, because if this was just about sex, if this was just about money,
2 years
be over.
ago,
But this is not what this is
30
about.
now.
MK Ultra exists. DID exists. This hell exists.
Explain that for people who don't understand.
I think she's a little bit of both,
really
but I do believe she's
what
went
is
through some
this
stuff.
really all about?
And someone has brainwashed her.
This is all about power and control.
Because remember, the 6-year-old boy that went to a Diddy party said he saw a bunch of naked women, a lot of drugs. He didn't say nothing but children being offered or anything else. But then, that goes on at night. you know, the freaky deep, anything after 12 o'clock. So, but, you know, she was a party favor. Okay.
MK Ultra is a mind control programming. It happens to Hollywood elites. It is happening right now to Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, many celebrities just like them. But nobody understands and nobody knows because it's a part of control.
I believe
it's like someone has the remote to someone's life, and no one knows who's pushing the buttons. Dissociative identity disorder happens when you have nowhere to go with the trauma, when you have nowhere to go with the pain. So your mind splits and shatters into a million pieces, but those are people that have had to take a part of the pain and do what they have to do to stay alive.
So a lot of your detractors,
Brooke
skeptics
Shields
would
did
say
go to a Playboy
Allie
party when
Carter
she was
waited
out.
until
She
July
said it
of
herself.
2020 to come out with all of this on Instagram. That was conveniently just before a highly contested hot presidential election. This is a political hit job. That's all this is. To those people, what do you say?
Human sex trafficking, human child trafficking is not an argument. It's not a political issue. It's not a religious issue. It's not a sexual orientation. It is a humanity issue.
Yep, I agree with that.
There are children that are black, white, blue, green. There is no one
I don't know what blue
that needs to have an
green is.
argument about this conversation. This is a humanity.
Oh, but she did say that there are clones. She did say that there are a lot of clones. Okay, I'm gonna play that too.
Issue that everybody needs to move for.
Have any authorities looked underneath the Getty Museum? Has anybody investigated your claims about tunnels being there or anywhere else? Will anybody go underground? Have you shown them the door? Have you shown them how to get there?
I've tried to talk to people, and they told me they will make sure that I stay silent.
They told her
covers
this now.
up.
They told her
everyone covers everything up, but it's not just the Getty. It is underground in your schools. It is underground in your cemeteries. It is underground every day where you walk on.
Who's manufacturing? Who's building? Who's creating these tunnels?
I don't know.
Do you have any idea?
That's what everybody. I have no idea.
They
I
got
do not know
tunnels
who's
in
at the
DC.
top.
They got a tunnel that goes from the White House.
Do people that work at the schools, do they know that they're there? Do the teachers know?
Yes, the school is complicit. Your teachers are complicit. When I was trafficked throughout my high schools and my time in foster care, my teachers signed me in and out of school. There was the automated service that gives you a call that lets you know that your students are tardy. They were making sure that I was present in my classes, but I was dropped off at school. I was picked up by my pimp. I was returned before the bus got back, and I was placed back in my foster home, or I would not go to school for the day. It was brought to the attention of my SROs. It was brought to the attention of the
Margot, you cannot use the tunnels in DC. It's the tunnel from the White House and the executive, the old and new executive building, all the way to Andrews Air Force Base, in case there's ever an attack on the White House. Clinton used to use it all the time. I know Trump does it. Obama used to take the surface roads, but there's a tunnel that goes straight from the White House to Andrews Air Force Base. We know there are tunnels in DC because we've got the subway, and underneath the subway at the Pentagon, there is a sub-level that's underneath there where all this shit goes on at. So, but this girl right here is making me nervous.
The guidance counselors,
and
they are all complicit. They all know what's going on. And it is reported.
And it was reported and completely ignored.
It is reported and it is documented by social workers.
Okay.
So the law enforcement agencies that are ignoring this,
and he's sitting
why
there.
are they doing that? Why
going
are
with this.
cops and investigators and federal agents, why are they ignoring your claims, your
Exactly, Jay.
victimization, the crimes against you?
Because they're customers. They're all customers. Again, everybody is so worried about the top Hollywood elite, but you should be worried about the people that sit next to you every day. They are complicit. Your local police are complicit.
We know that.
All of them?
They're customers. All of them.
We
They're
know
customers.
that.
There are some good cops. There are some good cops, but they're very far and few in between.
And so those good cops that know about what you have going on, are they unwilling to do anything about it because the majority of them that surround them are involved and that they could lose their jobs?
They could lose their jobs. They could be
Exactly,
threatened for the
Missy.
rest of their lives. They could be hunted, stalked, and harassed just as much as the.
There is truth in what she's saying. There is truth in what she's saying. She has experienced something, but this shit is way out there.
Freemason Brotherhood cops do to everyone else. What they do to one, they will do to everyone else.
Well, the best thing that you can
Including
do,
their own.
obviously, is get this out as far and as wide as possible.
Right.
I mean, I think that is probably
Okay, let
the
me
best
just
form of
stop this
protection
one.
for you.
Okay,
and
let
for
me show you
anybody
the
else.
other
And
one.
now that this is out there on a national platform, I mean, I just don't see any reason why somebody should not be investigating and exposing these tunnels that we have all heard about and that have raised eyebrows in this community now since the beginning of the Trump presidency. When you're right, the attention was directed, the eyes were opened up in this way during that presidency, as in were opened in a lot of other things as well. But nothing is more horrific, nothing is more important
Exactly,
than
Shyla.
stopping child sex trafficking. That has to be done. This
Exactly,
has to be
JG.
exposed. Our
There's too
children
much has been added now.
are our most precious gifts from God. And we
Again,
must protect
Betty,
them by
why
any means
air it? You're
necessary.
absolutely
And
right.
everybody involved needs to be exposed.
Everybody
That's why
needs
I'm
to be
asking
exposed.
about celebrity names, powerful elites, politicians. That's why these people need to be exposed, because these are the people that we are supposed to be able to run to help us to handle the cops and the garbage man and the school lunch cap.
So kids are being trafficked in garbage trucks. Now this guy was just stopped in Houston this past week with over 90 something kids in a truck, and he had no idea why that there were kids in the truck, and why the first he said he had no idea kids were in the truck. Then he says he has no idea why they took the kids. So this shit is going on. She's added so much, and it keeps getting deeper and deeper.
Cafeteria aid. Those are the people that need to be arrested. But who do we go to?
Exactly. And that's what it worries me every day. I know there's no justice for me. I accepted that a while ago. I can't have kids of my own. I understand that there's a lot that I will probably never be able to have, including my childhood. I don't have many pictures. I don't have any pictures of me as a baby. I have pictures of me from 14 up, in the worst moments and in the worst ways.
Show us the pictures.
I just want peace, because this is not about a sexual experience. This is not about just cash. This is about something else, and it's deeper than that, because this is decades of tactics. This is decades of issues. These are decades of problems. Satanic ritual abuse exists.
Men. Now
Human sex trafficking exists. Organ harvesting exists all over the place. The black market exists.
The black market exists.
Humans, babies, children, 4-year-olds, 6-year-olds are having their bodies sliced open and used as human suitcases over the border. I have been trafficked over the border.
Jesus Christ.
Those babies are moved as if they're still alive. They put clothes on them, they sit them up, and they use them until their bodies cannot be used anymore. This is not just about sex, because after your body is used for sex, your organs are used for organ harvesting and selling on the black market, which goes to your hospitals. You wonder why a heart costs so much. You wonder why a liver or a kidney costs so much. And because of that, you can go to Mexico and you can get it for a little bit cheaper, and you wonder why. There is so much going on, and this is decades and decades of tactics that people need to wake up to and do something about, because, again, our authority is not going to do it.
Despite everything,
it's going to take everyday people.
Despite everything that you've been through, you have managed to find joy, and you have managed to rise up and be strong and do things now that you are incredibly proud of, as you should be.
Hi, Tila.
What are you doing now?
I'm a dance teacher. I'm a cheer coach. I have been since.
Now, she said she was in hiding. But you're a dance teacher and you're a cheer coach. Where?
I turned 18 and was able to live with my mom in foster care. I'm adopted by now. I'm a special needs teacher.
But
I
when
love
did
my
she get
kids.
these when did you get these credentials? If you were in hiding, when did you get these credentials? That's what I want to know. When did you have time to go to college and get these credentials to be a special ed teacher?
Like my own, because I can't have children, and I miss them so much because I had to just walk away from it for a second to deal with all of this. The threats come every year, but I do what I have to do, and I keep a smile on my face, and I love to be that mentor for babies. I'm a birthday host and go to 4-year-olds parties and read books to them. On my time off, I braid hair for foster children that cannot get their hair done because they have to basically pay for it by themselves, because every foster parent is living paycheck to paycheck but using it for themselves to make Hawaii trips. And
excuse me, not all foster parents do that. Don't group people together. Don't do that. I hate that.
Whatnot. I love what I do.
Yeah. You have a lot to be proud of.
And I'm a college student too.
Good for you. This is
Hi,
out there
Swinging
now
Sugar.
and
Okay.
needs to be immediately investigated.
Yep, it needs to be
And we're
immediately
going to continue to
investigated.
follow
So
up with this.
let's just go here. Is this the one where she was
I'll post it. I will probably get blocked on here again if I put it on my story. But I know you guys have seen this picture. There's a picture of a baby. They got a picture of a bunch of kids tied to a wall. That's actually an auction. They're tied to a wall and they're hanging on the wall. That's another form of an auction. Some auctions are very pretty. Some you get to stand. Some you got to be naked. I had some really weird auctions. Some you're tied to a wall, like produce or like retail. And basically, like you're picking a t-shirt or you're picking clothes. Buyers come through wherever you're at, wherever they put you, and they literally like, okay, there's a white kid, there's a black kid, there's an Indian kid, there's a girl, there's a guy. They check how big your dick is. They check how much space your vagina has. They check your teeth. They check.
This one is a little bit too much, so I'm gonna just drop this
They
one
will
down
take bars.
This is a little. This one is
say
a
for
little.
they're saying like, I don't want to penetrate a child today. I just want to participate in this auction, right? They will have something there that looks like a broomstick with a dildo on the end. And they will walk a child around and they will make them lay on the floor and they will take that and stab them with it.
Okay.
Vaginally, anally.
Okay. So here is when she's talking about she exposes creature hybrids, cloned athletes. I mean, this girl has heard it and seen it all.
Hybrid that does exist, where their DNA is taken again for cloning facilities, like hair shaved, teeth pulled out, DNA taken, things like that. So let's say they break their hand quickly. There's something that can be used with machines. So med beds. We all know about med beds, right? So there's a definition of med beds going on.
Look how this woman's looking at her.
If somebody hurts themselves, they can get well like that in sports because it's a DNA thing. They take their DNA, they use that for cloning facilities, they re-bring them back, and they're back to playing. Even though they may be a shitty player, they need their face. So let's say some of them don't.
Now we have cloning.
Some of them have one
going
leg.
on.
Some of them you'll see them dribbling together. It'll look like somebody carried the basketball over to the hoop. Like, you know, those three corners that don't even look like they're corners. And you're like,
I can't. Wait a minute. Here's the one with Tupac is her daddy.
Just one.
Okay.
That we found.
Remember, she said she didn't have any pictures of herself until she was 14 and up. Remember that. Tupac's her daddy.
They told me at St. Bernardine's Hospital in San Bernardino, California, that the reason why my father wasn't on the birth certificate was because it was shift change. And that the nurse had to sign for me because it was shift change. St. Bernardine's, when I went back a few years ago, I asked them for the paperwork, and the nurse started crying when she went back into the inventory and saw my last name. She came out and she was crying and shaking, and I was already saying she was so sorry, and she didn't even tell me what happened yet. I'm like, why are you crying? What's really going on? And so I was like, maybe I don't want to know. Tupac was saying is my blood. I don't know the absolute truth, the complete truth.
Okay. Let's hold on. All right, hold on. Now this is when she first tried to
Bloody places. There's parts where there's limbs. People cut off limbs and want you to have sex in it. There's blood. There's blood that I don't even know who it belongs to. There's a lot.
So hang on. So someone like the people
This is
that
the
you've
one that went
named
viral.
are here at these shrines where there is human flesh, bones, human body parts, and they want people to participate in orgies in amongst all of this human
Guys,
blood.
hit the like button, please.
Is that a satanic ritual feces? Is this a satanic ritual that they are participating in?
Yes. Yes, there's people who want to, there's people who have sex with animals, dead animals.
Dead animals.
I was taken and told that I had to give a blowjob to Biden.
So Joe Biden was there at this shrine.
Mm-hmm. Something happened. I don't know what happened. I was down there for a while. There's certain people that you don't talk about because you just don't. There were certain people that I seen down there, from Beyonce, Jay-Z. You don't tell on P. Diddy, but P. Diddy.
So you said you don't tell on these people. Is that like a code that all victims adhere to? They don't talk about this stuff?
Yes, you don't, because nobody's gonna believe you. You're nothing to them. You don't count. You're just a toy. You're not essential, as they call them. You're expendable. And as a child in that situation, I wasn't the type of person that was fighting all the time, because I started to learn who I was. I started to learn my pimp. I started to learn what I was in. I started to learn that you don't fight. You watch what you say, you watch what you do. And at some point I stopped fighting people, and I started to accept the fact of what I was told, that I was special enough to be with this person. I was special enough to be in the eyes of a celebrity or somebody who's on the radio or on TV. And I accepted that.
She accepted it. Hold on. Let me get this one.
You know, as young as I remember, I've been trafficked through many elite places. I went from the Buckingham Palace to
and she has
under
testified
the Getty
in
Museum
court.
in Los
That's
Angeles,
true.
still under the custody of Child Protective Services,
She
the
was at
child welfare
Buckingham
system.
Palace.
And everybody is so worried about the elite, and we could give those names of Barack Obama, Joe Biden. We know about Michelle Obama, that's a man. We know about Too Short. We know about Akon and Steven Tyler, and we can give those names all day. And everybody is so worried about that. But what you should be worried about is the people that are in between,
The people that go as low as your grave diggers. I was trafficked to
I'm
people
done.
within my schools.
I'm done.
I was
So, Allie is everywhere. Okay, everywhere. She talks about Oprah,
Video
Denzel.
number 88, referencing Oprah Winfrey.
The first time I met Oprah, I was 15 years old. I was taken by my pimp to a house in Simi Valley. I didn't have to do anything with her. I met her. She said a few words to me. She kissed me. She gave me an e-pill.
Kissed you how?
She gave her an e-pill.
Tongue kiss.
A tongue kiss? And she gave you an e-pill. What is E?
Ecstasy.
Okay.
She tongue kissed her, but she didn't have to do nothing with her.
I had to have sex with someone she said moves money. That's all she told me. By the time I got in there with him, I was really high. So I didn't have anything to do.
Did she comment on your physical appearance?
Yeah, she said I had a nice smile.
Did she ask you to call her anything in particular?
Auntie.
Auntie Oprah.
Who else was there with you?
One of the girls from the school that I went to.
Which school was that?
Carter High School.
Carter High School?
In Fontana, California.
Rich food.
But she didn't go to the same room as me. She went to another room.
They sent her to a different room? Okay. This is video.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just telling y'all, start digging. And I did. I was looking on Google, and then I said, let me run to Twitter real quick. And all of this shit is here. All of it. Denzel always said he leaves the party 30 minutes before the devil gets there. But she had sex with Oh, there's her sister Jag. There's her sister Jag. Jag knows everything. But Jag, and it was funny because when Danny mentioned it yesterday, I said, oh, she damn sure did say that. Jag said she rescued 9 girls from Epstein Island. How in the fuck did Jag get on Epstein Island? How did she get there? Did she fly in her invisible plane like she was Wonder Woman? Did she swim? How did Jag get to Epstein Island? How? I'm just like, I'm serious. I was like, are we fucking kidding with this bullshit? Are we kidding with this? Now, she's had some things that's happened to her. She's had some stuff that happened to her. Yes, I do believe she was pimped out. Yes, I do believe she was trafficked. She took a rubber boat. Now, I don't know if you guys heard about the TikToker in Baton Rouge, Mr. Prada, who's wanted for murder. So let's go there. Mr. Prada killed his therapist. Jesus, what's going on? Here's Mr. Prada's story. Here we go.
The popular TikToker Mr. Prada is behind bars in Texas tonight on that warrant out of Baton
Picked
Rouge.
him up.
Right now, he's accused of wrecking the car belonging to the murdered Baton Rouge therapist, Nick Abraham. Investigators say their suspect then took off from police and then somehow ended up in Dallas, Texas. Our Georgia Peck is here with some new developments. Georgia, good evening. What can you tell us?
Police in Dallas arrested Mr. Prada late yesterday. Now he's waiting on an extradition hearing to see if a judge will order him back to Baton Rouge to face charges here. This is the mugshot from the Dallas County Jail
Oh!
of Terrion Thomas. The 20-year-old from Louisiana has millions of followers on TikTok, where he goes by the name Mr. Prada. In one of his TikTok videos, he talked about dealing with mental issues.
I'm bipolar. Y'all never seen anybody that's bipolar before?
Monday, police released these photos of a person of interest in the Dr. Nick Abraham homicide investigation, saying this person, believed to be the TikToker Terrion Thomas, was last seen driving the doctor's stolen car. Dr. Abraham was found dead Sunday, badly beaten and dumped alongside a highway in Tangipahoa Parish. So far, no one has been charged with his death. The charges Terrion Thomas currently faces are related to what police say happened near this office building off Sherwood Forest Boulevard in Baton Rouge Monday afternoon. That's when they claimed they spotted him in the doctor's stolen car, which he crashed as he tried to get away. Police say he then got out and ran off. Dr. Abraham lived off Corporate Boulevard in Baton Rouge. Police say they still do not know where he was killed and that his home showed no signs of a crime being committed there. Abraham made headlines 9 years ago, back in 2015. Here's a clip from a newscast back then.
A Baton Rouge therapist is under investigation.
Yeah.
He was charged with child molestation, with police saying an 11-year-old patient claimed Abraham had touched him inappropriately during a therapy session. However, that case never went to trial. District Attorney Heller Moore says his office reviewed the case for 2 years and, quote, after considering all available evidence, the best interest of the child, and the lack of any inculpatory statements by the arrestee, we declined to institute formal charges. Defense Attorney Jarrett Ambo represented Dr. Abraham after that arrest and said the 11-year-old who made those allegations back then was not Terrion Thomas. Once a judge decides on extradition, law enforcement here will likely travel to Dallas to bring Thomas back here for questioning. Again, as of right now, no one has been charged in the doctor's death. Guys.
All right, Georgia, thank you for that. Those new details, we appreciate it.
See,
Here's an alert for you.
So you're going to tell me that he is not a prime suspect. Now, this happened.
Good evening. First
Seattle.
tonight, Baton Rouge police searching for this.
Let me stop that one. This happened in Seattle. This accused killer
call to
walked out of jail after admitting to brutally murdering somebody. Wait a minute. Let me stop. Let me get myself together. Here we go.
911.
The 911 caller had called and said that they had stabbed the handyman inside the house.
How an accused killer walked out of jail just 1 day after admitting to a brutal murder. Shoplifting from Target and about to take aim.
Oh, we don't want to
He
see
was
that. I
thinking
just
of how
love the
he was
accused
going to
killer.
shoot
Hold on.
both of our deputies.
Different story. In court, Judge Michelle Gelson set his bail at a man given a bail so low.
The Spotlight brought to you by Beacon Plumbing.
A 19-year-old man accused of stabbing a Renton handyman to death set free from jail with no restrictions just 27 hours after his arrest. Good evening, and thank you for joining us on the Spotlight. I'm David Rose. It is hard to wrap your mind around an accused killer who police say admitted to stabbing a man, given a bail so low he's out of jail just a day after the murder. Detectives say surveillance video shows 19-year-old Kashawn Jemerson attacked 65-year-old Michael Gray from behind with a large wooden club. Gray turned to grapple with him after the attack and followed Jemerson back into the apartment. Police say Jemerson grabbed a butcher knife and stabbed Gray in the side and back. A witness saw Gray bleeding and yelled for Jemerson to call 911 before Gray died. During the 911 call, Jemerson claimed the attack was in self-defense, but police say this video tells a whole different story. In court, Judge Michelle Gelson set his bail at only $50,000. Prosecutors had asked for a $2 million bail. Jemerson posted that bail and is now back at home, free to come and go as he wishes. In fact, the Spotlight's Jennifer Dowling saw him looking out his window when she went to the scene this week.
Michael Gray lived with his roommates in a single-story home across the street from the duplex where he was killed. They tell me he wasn't just handy with his tools. He was adept at building friendships. One man tells me Gray had a knack of fixing physical objects and used his skills to help and maintain a large network of friends. He was also friends with those who lived at the duplex where he died. Although his roommates didn't want to appear on camera, they told me they were shocked immensely when they learned of his death. One man said he was still working through it. He said that Gray never bothered anyone and didn't deserve what happened. Court documents state that dispatch reported that 19-year-old Keshawn Jimerson called 911 himself to say he stabbed someone and that he would be waiting outside with a knife.
The 911 caller
It
had
wasn't
called and said that
self-defense. The man was walking off. That was not self-defense.
they had stabbed the handyman inside the house.
Yep, he's
When
out.
officers arrived, they reported that they found Keshawn Jimerson in
He's
front
at
and
home.
saw blood, but no knife. Court papers say Jimerson had blood on his jeans, his shoes, and on his feet. Court documents state once inside, officers discovered a male subject in the living room of the apartment who was suffering from knife wounds. Investigators his side.
Patrol responded to that call. They located the suspect outside who was cooperative and detained.
When law enforcement was asked if they objected to his release, they marked yes, stating Jimerson stabbed a 65-year-old man with a large knife during an argument. At his court appearance, prosecutors asked for $2 million bail. Despite finding probable cause for second-degree murder, Judge Michelle Gelson set bail at only $50,000. Jimerson posted bail and was released.
For the Spotlight, I'm Jennifer Dowling.
So
King County
that's all on
prosecutors have
that.
since
But
charged.
anyway, P. Diddy has a new judge. Okay. One judge, the judge that was randomly selected when he was arrested, recused himself. There's another judge that was just assigned, I think, Tuesday. I don't think that judge is going to take this trial. I really, really don't believe this judge is going to take that trial. Still haven't heard anything about his new bail hearing, but there are so many things that are coming out that you can't believe. Some of them you want to believe. We have what's his name, Stevie J, saying that he was he attended a lot of these parties, but he doesn't remember any of this. What do you mean you don't remember? What do you mean you don't remember? So I was looking at Maddie. Well, I was looking this morning to see who was live, seriously. So I saw Maddie Marinera posted something, and Stevie Wonder was on the thing. Stevie said he didn't see anything. So I was like, wait a minute. I can't. Y'all got to leave Stevie Wonder alone, okay? Bye, Gwen. Have a great day. Y'all need to leave Stevie alone. But when you're listening to a whole bunch of stuff and you hear AI, that is not true. That is not true. You know, they're giving you these clickbait titles and all this other stuff. Jaguar Wright is now saying she's going to testify. No damn prosecutor in his right mind is going to put Jaguar Wright on a stand. Nobody's going to put this woman on a stand. But she's got all these stories. She knows all these things. Jag, come on. Come on. Ashton Kutcher, we know he and P. Diddy were really, if you don't know, Ashton Kutcher and P. Diddy were really close friends. Think of the people that Ashton Kutcher has surrounded himself with. Let me see him and Mia write a letter to the judge about P. Diddy. Let's hear that. Because this shit has gone completely crazy. Now, the sheriff in Kentucky, it is now coming out that the judge was actually, I said bye, Gwen. The judge was actually talking to his daughter, actually talking to the daughter. I was like, wait a minute. You've got this old ass man. And why do you have the sheriff's daughter's number in your phone? Why? But anyway, let me give you this one more, and then I'm going to get out of here. Cooch said she had a live set, and Cooch, I did not see your live set at all. But on Saturday mornings, I normally come live around 7 o'clock. But I did look. I saw Bambi was live. I went in there. Bambi had just ended her live. So I did not see it. So sorry about that. But I did not see that you had a live set. Savage, are you going to go live today before I get out of here? And I just want to show you this one story that's coming out of Philadelphia. Real quick. This was, I guess they're calling it a love triangle. Hold on.
Night in a deadly hit and run in South Jersey that killed a mother of three, with the suspect in court today, where we learn this may have all stemmed from a love triangle. Our Steve Keeley reports from Camden.
It was a hit and run.
Soon after 30-year-old Ajee Williams was brought into court, we learned why this was no accident, not the typical hit and run.
Hi, Aaron.
Williams and the victim, Carla Mahan, knew each other and were involved with the same man. Even her defense lawyer brought that up in Williams' first court appearance today.
There's bad blood between these two parties, and of course it involves a man.
A man who was among the court spectators for the hearing.
It involves my client's children's father and a sexual relationship with this woman.
The prosecutor quoted an eyewitness.
When he observed a physical altercation between two females.
When 41-year-old murder victim, mother of three, Carla Mahan, and mother of two, the defendant, Ajee Williams, who had just picked up her 3- and 5-year-old children in her Dodge Durango and were inside it too with her when she ran over Carla. Intentionally, prosecutors charged. Accidentally, Williams' lawyer argued. After the two got into a physical fight here in Camden, the witness said Carla broke free and began to walk away, but Williams, he said, didn't just drive away.
Your Honor, this witness then indicated approximately a couple seconds later, he heard another female who he knew as Diamond yell, "Damn, she ran her over."
My client was essentially fleeing an attack. And then at some point, when my client was back in the car, words continued to be exchanged between the parties. At some point, the victim pulled a switchblade.
Really? She's in the car.
Attempted to get into the car from the passenger side. My client panicked, backed up, went forward, and in that maneuvering, the victim unfortunately was run over.
Stop it. Stop it. Your client was in the car. They were exchanging words. They already had a physical altercation. She didn't pull a switchblade then. Hi, Baywatcher. So she has a switchblade, and she goes to the passenger side of the car, and she tries to get in. Your client backs up, and in that little maneuvering, she runs her over several times. Got you. Not guilty. Not guilty at all.
Prosecutors summed up the case, describing
Have a
Carla's
blessed
last
day,
moments of her life.
Someone who is out on the street getting beat up, then out on a grassy lot trying to get away, on their feet, being run over by an SUV.
The judge decided to hold the first-degree murder charge and hold Williams in jail until her next hearing a week before Christmas.
Who the hell?
In Camden, Steve Keeley,
believes
Fox
this
29 News.
It was an accident. You were jealous. Your
The court
baby daddy
documents suggest a group
was
of men
sleeping
arrested for
with
being.
this other woman. That's what you were jealous of. Your baby daddies, not your husband, but your baby daddy, was dipping with somebody else. Why are you taking it up with that woman? Why aren't you taking it up with the baby daddy? So you're going to kill this woman because he couldn't keep his Peter in his pants. Girl, y'all got life completely fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Life is messed up with these people. Anyway, the same thing like this crazy ass man that drove from Florida to Maryland and killed his ex-wife, his ex-girlfriend, and her boyfriend. Y'all weren't together for 2 or 3 years, and he's going to drive from Florida to Maryland, break in this woman's home and kill her and her boyfriend, and the kids were hiding in the closet. Are you kidding me? So that is premeditated because you had time to change your mind. I was trying to find George's channel. Is it called The Beehive? Does anybody know what's the channel called? Because I wanted to drop it in the chat. I want to drop it in the chat. And I think she said it was called The Beehive. Hold on. Let me look one more time before I get out of here. So, The Beehive. Nope. I don't see it. Well, if anybody gets George's link, let me go to IG. Hold on. Let me go to IG real quick. Let me go to I Am George. Hold on. Hold on. Let's go home. Oh, here it is, The Beehive. As soon as I open it up. Okay. New Hive Strong. Seriously, as soon as I open it up, it was there. But I don't see a link. I don't see a link. It's called The Beehive. Hold on. See, I thought it was a joke. Let me just share this with you guys. I really thought it was a joke. George says, when a new queen emerges, the old queen fades. There's a new hive forming. I'm starting my channel this month. The first live, I want anyone and everyone to come up on panel and share their stories about what the bee has done to them. No drama, just great vibes only. And remember, whatever STTB, she tickled, or well. And then I'm thinking it's a joke. But there it is. But I don't see it. We are buzzing with deals. So, but I don't see a link to his channel. Hey, George. I don't see a link. Oh, I love these skulls. See, I didn't even know I had one. There's my skull. I don't see a link to his channel. So if anyone knows his link, or if you get it, how's Lisa today, Heidi? Girl, let me check before I get out of here. Hold on. Let me see. Well, she went live the other day. Hold on. She went live, but they keep taking her channels down. This was yesterday. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just show y'all my favorite person. Damn it. Here we go. Show you my favorite person. This is my favorite person right here. Here she goes. Ow. 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 Ow.
PayPal. PayPal. Friends and
She's
family
on Facebook
only, please.
I thought they kicked
and
her off of
Vibes
Facebook
365
years
with a
back.
Z. VIBEZ 365.
I want you to look at her lips. Her teeth are all black from soot, from smoking that glass D. Okay? Look at her.
Time. It's a sprain, Aaron, and it turned into a cut.
Okay, a sprain turned into a cut. Who knows a sprain that turns into a cut? Now, let's keep in mind, her sister said she has nothing wrong with her foot. Oh, and tonight, Just Riley is going live on TikTok.
It turned into a cut. It's a sprain, but there's a cut on it, and it got infected because I didn't take care of it.
Look at her inside of her lips.
Oh yeah. And I'm at Dollar General right now.
Now,
right now.
I want you to watch how she's looking around. She's looking for her daddy. She's at Family Dollar with her daddy. Watch how her eyes are darting to see if her daddy is coming out.
Waddled on down here.
Knowing damn well she didn't walk down there.
It doesn't matter. Waddled on down here. It doesn't matter.
Said, how does the sprain turn into a cut? And I saw
and
this on Chantel.
You can try Cash App, matter. And you can try Cash App. Lisa help. Lisa Boo help. You can try that. That's Cash App. LISABOOHELP. Lisa Boo help is Cash App. Cash App. Cash App. He doesn't have any money. You sent 25 rubles. Why do you guys gotta make fun of me?
Oh my God, I can't take her.
You guys got to make fun of me. I don't understand it. Seriously.
Steady darting to see. Look how she's looking to see if her dad's coming out.
God, whatever. Ow.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
He gave me antibiotics. That's what my doctor gave me was antibiotics.
Now, first of all, if you went to an ER, they're going to give you an ACE bandage if you have a sprain. Okay? They're going to give you that ACE bandage. He gave you antibiotics. Listen to what she said. Why in the fuck do you need Neosporin and Tylenol extra strength if your doctor gave you antibiotics? And if your foot was that bad, they would have wrapped it. Trust and believe me, they would have.
Antibiotics. That's what he gave me. Antibiotics. Ow.
Ow. Ow. And he probably told you to stay off your foot. Hi, Christine. Look how skinny and this woman's face has sunken.
Yeah, real funny. I don't know who you're talking about or care. I'm down at the fucking Family Dollar. I'm not doing anything. I'm hoping somebody helps me.
Nobody.
Nobody will. What the fuck?
You lied so much.
Oh my God.
No, damn well she didn't walk down there. And if her dad really cared, first of all, she hasn't hit rock bottom yet. Her rock bottom should be, if I see you on TikTok, I find where you did a video, I'm kicking you the fuck out unless you go to rehab. Her dad is enabling her. This is not helping Lisa at all. Her dad's not giving her money for drugs.
OVEYU34 is PayPal. Andrea, I need 15 for Neosporin, gauze, and Tylenol. LOVEYU34 pinned is PayPal. Friends and family and vibes with the Z 365 is Chime. VIBEZ 365 Chime.
You gotta,
Chime.
oh, there she is.
Chime. Please.
I'm going to show you a picture of her before the drugs.
Yeah, I know.
What she was
no,
doing
you
drugs,
won't
but
help
not
me.
like this.
Chime is vibes with the Z. VIBEZ 365 vibes.
Let me stop this. Let me share this with you real quick. I'm going to show you what she looked like before. This is Lisa Richard right here. That's her. That's her. That's Lisa. That's her. Now look at her. There she goes. Chef Carl is demanding $35K.
Look, I'm right here. I just need to get the stuff.
I didn't catch him yesterday, and I saw he went live. I don't see any lives on Facebook.
Yeah, or look up at the pole on the left. There's a pole on the left.
Unless she's under another name. Okay. Besides that.
And it's counting down. If you click that, it has all the payment information.
Video. She has no video.
Cash App, PayPal, all of it. Please. I don't want to go home with nothing again.
Loving life. Oh, there she goes.
And again, here I am, so freaking dehydrated. So dehydrated.
So dehydrated.
They just say no, F you.
She's dehydrated, guys.
I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go check Chime and PayPal. The PayPal's LOVE. Go check. I'm gonna go check Chime and PayPal. The PayPal's LOVE. Wow. The PayPal's LOVE. Wow. The PayPal's LOVE. And 365 is
because she's looking for her daddy.
Chime and Lisa Boo help is Cash App. It all just popped up on the screen.
You notice
I'm gonna check
she stopped crying. You notice how that whiny voice stops when she's giving you her Cash Apps and everything else. Jesus Christ.
Right now and see, so I can try to get something before I go back home.
Exactly.
Like, please, somebody.
She's dehydrated, but she's going back home. People don't listen to what the fuck she's saying. She's dehydrated, but she's going back home. So you can't drink water at your house? Really? For real? But then she says she has no home. Really, girl? I have no empathy or sympathy for her. Girl, look. Hold on. I want to look. Stop. Wait a minute. Stop. Look at her lips. Look. Her teeth are all black. Look at her lips. I haven't seen Splice, but look at her. Look at her. Look at her pupils. And these little fools that fall for it and give her $1 or $2 or whatever, and then she'll go to her rug dealer, and then he'll give it to her on credit. But when she came out of that 302 hold, she owed that man money. So she found a way, when talking about she needed money to get shadow. She collected, what was it? Chantel, somebody gave her $198. She got a little over $500. All of that went to that rug dealer to pay him what she owed him. That's why she was clean for 3 days after she came out, because he wouldn't give her anything until she paid him. So it was discontinued, but that's Lisa. That's Lisa. That's her. That's Lisa. She needs Vaseline. Yeah, so some people were saying she got close to 1K. I don't think she got that much. But you had one lady, and then the other day, well, not yesterday, on the second when she went live, somebody asked her, where is my $115 that you said you were going to pay me? And as soon as they said it, it got deleted. So she's a liar. Anyway, guys, have a happy Saturday. I don't know. Let me see who else is going live. Let me see if I can find who else is going to go live before I get out of here. I didn't see anybody that was going live or any live set. Oh, damn. Let me see. I don't see anybody that has any live set. Hold on. Let me see. I'm just checking. I don't see anybody with any live set for today, but Debbie and I will be back tomorrow, and we're going to go through I Love a Mama's Boy. What was it? It was something else that we were going to discuss. Oh, and Debbie wants to discuss that 165-page indictment. So, but you know, we always find good stuff to talk about. I don't see where Maria has a live set. Let me look at Savage Speaks real quick. I know she was in here, but I don't remember if she answered me or not. Savage Speaks. Nope, I don't see where she has a live set at all. But if anybody finds George's link or he puts it back up there, George, if you're listening, if you do have your channel up, just tag me. Hi, Lack. Yes, I was looking for it. So, George, if you catch the replay, if he puts out, tell him to tag me on YouTube so I can share his link. And then I don't see what Savage Maria. Who else might be going live? Hold on, let me see. Dirty bitch. She said she had one set. Let me see if she pushed the time back. Hold on. Live. No. All right, guys. Well, I will see you guys later. Have a great Saturday. I really appreciate all of you. But just look up Allison Carter. Check her out. Like, is there any good news going on the YouTube streets? What? Michelle is giving out her Cash App. Damn, you paid my rent for F you. Damn. Well, that's basically what was said. Hi, Pick Me. I didn't see you, sweetie. You guys have oh, you meant that you could. Okay. Yeah, don't go live. I would definitely talk to you guys later. Bye. Have a happy Saturday. Bye, guys.